Good morning. It is Thursday, March 25th, 2021. I'm Pastor Thor Ramsey with Center Church. This is Gospel for Five, where we take 5 minutes out of our day and focus on the gospel because Jesus is the gospel. Now, we're entering a very controversial segment. Well, I would say this. Everything about the Bible is controversial in the current cultural climate that we find ourselves in. So here we have just the fact that we're claiming the God of the universe has revealed wisdom to humanity, and you only know true wisdom if you know this God and seek his wisdom and seek him. I mean, listen to these statements. My son, if you receive my words and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding, yes, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. And the theme of Proverbs is that the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. So anyone who does not fear God or consider the Creator is not a person of wisdom. It's a person who lacks understanding. Now we're talking here, they can be a brilliant person, humanly speaking, and still lack understanding. So, now we're here to this section. We're really entering the realm of the Christian sexual ethic. Now, I don't even like that terminology, to be honest, because it's as if it's one alternative among many. Again, there's only one sexual ethic, and that is the ethic that God has revealed to humanity. That's why our sexual ethics are never a matter of preferences or bigotry. They shouldn't be. Our sexual ethics are a matter of, has God told us what works best for humanity? And he has. Now, the prejudice and the bigotry is against what God has revealed. The enmity, the hatred is against what God has revealed. But throughout the span of time, if we're honest, we'll just break it down in very pragmatic terms. So let's look at this. These sexual ethics work best for people. These are the sexual ethics that help people thrive in their relationships. So you will be delivered from the forbidden woman. All right, a woman that's forbidden you. So let's be honest, okay? Let's be real. Let's do that. There are women who are forbidden you. There are men who are forbidden you. All right? First of all, no, someone who doesn't, we can just break this down into, starting with the basics of the culture we live in. That's what I'm going from here. Reasoning from the basics of the culture we live in. If someone does not give you consent, they are forbidden you. That's bottom line in the culture. Everyone in our culture would agree with that. So, there are people forbidden you. If you're a man, there are women forbidden you. Any woman who does not give her consent is forbidden you. And that's the basic culture we live in today. Now we're going to take the morality deeper, because that's not really a morality, even in our culture. If you say, it has to be consensual, like, based on what? Like, where does this morality come from? Besides, it's a morality that really bends itself to your desires, which is to say, I'd like to have sex with everyone who wants to have sex with me. So as long as they consent, it's all okay. That's not a morality. That's a rationalization. And there's no moral basis to it, yet they argue it as if it is morality. Now, from a Christian worldview, that's an immorality. You're making a rationalization to sin against the revelation God has given humanity. And the reality is this: we know this, whether we're Christians or not. We can see that this sexual ethic works out for the best of everyone in reality. So let's say, so you will be delivered from the forbidden woman. Who will? The person who adheres to the wisdom that God has revealed. You will be delivered from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. Now, there's the context of the forbidden woman. Someone you're not, if you're married, You are forbidden to have sexual relations with any other woman who's not your wife. If you're a woman, you're forbidden to have sexual relations with any other man who's not your husband. There's the Christian sexual ethic from the very opening chapters of the Bible. A man will leave his wife. A man will leave his wife. A man will leave his parents. A man will leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh, one couple united throughout their lifespan together. That is the basis of the Christian sexual ethic. Now we'll look at more as we move on.